Welcome to a SkyToll.com video. In this video we will be demonstrating improving the viability of street legal non-motorized vehicles. Vehicles specifically engineered to operate and drive without motors or engines. The non-motorized vehicle can go up to 150 miles an hour, which makes it ideal for law enforcement to have bulletproof vehicles, as well as the military and aerospace industries. As you watch these video segments, keep in mind that entrepreneurs around the world are making claims of over-unity devices that give you free energy. No free energy device is valid until you have that actual device operating in an application such as load to power a home or propulsion to move a vehicle. The non-motorized vehicle is an example of using energy, roughly 750 watts or 7 light bulbs, to move a vehicle as heavy as 2,000 pounds. This is proof in application to create propulsion and movement. The non-motorized vehicle was engineered and researched for over 30 years to study physics and physics movement of machinery and motors, to prove that efficiencies for energy are engineered backwards in traditional motors and machines. The non-motorized vehicle also proved that today's engines need to do a whole lot better in creating propulsion to make operation for cars. For well over 100 years, there has been no breakthrough results in the propulsion of motors and engines. Even today's mechanic really doesn't understand the fundamentals of physics and efficiency for motors and engines. Otherwise, they would have realized that they're building devices engineered improperly or designed backwards by engineers. Engineers also lack the expertise to really study true propulsion and true efficiency for making vehicles and other devices operate properly. Today's consumer is getting much more educated than they were many years ago about vehicles and vehicle efficiency. $5 a gallon will make you realize that you're not getting very far on today's dollars. The consumer today now demands better, more efficient vehicles, and the non-motorized vehicle is going to make automobile manufacturers have to start to wake up and realize that consumers want better results from today's transportation. Another misconception in the transportation industry is the use of hybrid type vehicles. These vehicles will cause more problems, more congestion, and more traffic deaths because people will be able to use their vehicles, whereas today with inefficient vehicles people don't travel very far. Giving people more efficient vehicles creates more use and more congestion on American roadways. Roughly 42,000 people die annually on the American highways. So using a guideway system is a much better alternative to any other type of transportation technology. The non-motorized vehicle is built with components that give it maintenance-free operation, which is ideal for fleets and large corporations that have a lot of vehicles that have to be maintained and operated. The non-motorized vehicle also uses solid-state components and computer components and software which allow it to be used over the road. The non-motorized vehicle becomes a serious contender compared to the gasoline engine, especially when it has the speed and power and performance of a traditional gasoline vehicle without the operational cost and maintenance associated with gasoline type vehicles. The non-motorized vehicle also has other capabilities to allow it to be configured in many different types of classifications. The non-motorized vehicle comes in a blast configuration, bomb configuration for bomb squads and other types of emergency situations. The cycle type non-motorized vehicle is a single-use, single-rider type vehicle. You have the non-motorized elevated vehicle for elevated type activities and where you need elevation necessary. And then you also have the non-motorized hard hat type vehicle for hard hat and construction areas. The non-motorized hot shot type vehicle for severe environments. You have the non-motorized morph vehicle, which allows you to get into tight and small areas and spots like that. Then you have the rhino type vehicle, which is another severe hard hat type and mine type vehicle. And you also have the submersible non-motorized vehicle. Another feature that we're looking at is the torch type vehicle for fire emergencies. Non-motorized tilting vehicle, which allows tilting and turning in extreme conditions. And then a non-motorized wide vehicle for carrying personnel and other types of conditions. Authorities all the way up to your highest level of government are starting to realize the seriousness and potential of the non-motorized vehicle. You can learn more information by visiting skytoll.com or gasfreenjfornewjersey.com websites.